Welcome back everyone, my name is Lethal Lou's Kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how to preserve your basil 3 different ways. So firstly I went out to my garden and I harvested all of my basil. It's getting to the end of where it's going to start to die off now, so I thought I'd grab it out while I had the chance. I also grabbed this Greek basil as well, and that's a perennial, so that will come back next year. There was a lot of it. It's very small leaves, but it's very flavorful, and we're going to preserve it. So the first way is really easy. All we're going to do is slice up the basil very finely, and then we're going to put it into ice cube trays, and then we're going to cover it with olive oil. And so if you need fresh basil for a recipe, then you can just pull an ice cube of the basil and olive oil out of the freezer and just frost it, and you'll have olive oil and you'll have fresh basil. Fresh basil like coriander or cilantro does not freeze very well by itself, so you do need to put it into the olive oil. And now this ice cube tray can go into the freezer, and then we can freeze it, and then when we need fresh basil, we can just pop it out and just defrost it into our salads or anything like that. So the second way we're going to preserve it is we're going to dehydrate. So what I thought I'd do today is, since I've got all this Greek basil, it's very woody and the leaves are very fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dehydrate this today, and then once it's dehydrated, then I can just pull everything off the leaves and grind it up. So today I'm going to use my air fryer to dehydrate it. So this is a multi-function oven, and it's got a setting for dehydration. So if I just change the setting, I've got dehydrating setting, and a lot of the air fryers these days have a dehydrating setting. So check your air fryer, you might have it. Then we're going to hit that, and then we're going to hit around 60 degrees Celsius. I'll put the Fahrenheit conversion up there for you, and then time I'm going to put 8 hours because I don't know how it's going to take, and I'll just check on it and we'll hit start. Now I've got the insert for the air fryer. All I'm going to do is I'm going to space out this Greek basil all over it as loosely as we can. As you can see, it's very woody, so that's why I'm leaving on the stems, and I will take it off the stems when it is all dehydrated. Alright, so let's get that into the air fryer. So there's quite a bit here, so what I'll have to make sure I do is every couple of hours I give it a good turnover and make sure everything's evenly getting dehydrated. So in it goes. And we'll see how that turns out tonight. So I'm not sure how long it's going to take. Basically just do it until it comes out nice and dry and brittle. Now, if you don't have an air fryer or a dehydrator, you can also do it in your oven. So just put your oven on the absolute lowest setting that will go on, and you can do it in there. Or if you really want to, you can just hang it up in your kitchen, and just over time, just let it just dehydrate by itself. All right, so this one I'm gonna heat in the dehydrator for about 3 hours. Didn't actually take that long. Now we can actually start just removing all the basil from the twigs. And all this Greek basil just comes straight off the twigs, no issues. And I've just got the tray under there, so it's just all just going to drop under there. And there we go. Homegrown dehydrated basil. So now it's just a matter of just storing it in the mason jar, ready for use. And there we go. Homegrown dehydrated basil. So the last way we're going to actually preserve the basil, and I reserved this Italian basil for, is we're going to make pesto. So I feel like pasta tonight, and I've got basil to use up, so I'm going to make some pesto. So firstly, I'm just going to grate half a cup of Parmesan. I get mine from Costco in bulk. Next, I'm going to toast off my pine nuts. So toasting off the pine nuts will bring out all that flavour out of them. Now, if you don't have pine nuts, don't worry. Just use any nuts that you actually have. So I've got some flaked almonds here as well. I'm just going to put these in as well because I don't have enough pine nuts. Letting these cook off a little bit first will bring out all the flavour, and you won't need as much anyway. Once the nuts are toasted, we're just going to turn the stove off and we're going to let them cool completely. Alright, so now we're going to make the basil pesto, and it is so easy. So I've got about 2 cups of fresh basil here, which is picked from the garden. I'm going to get that into our blender. Now I've got half a cup of freshly grated Parmesan that I've just grated. Then I've also got a clove of fresh garlic here that I'm just going to grate in. You can put it in whole, but I find it'll distribute better if we grate it in first. And then we've got our nuts. So it's meant to be just pine nuts, but I have some flaked almonds that I'm going to substitute as well. I've got a few extras in here, but I like nuts, so I'm all good with that. Now what we'll do is we're going to blend this first. Once it's all nice and chopped up now we can start adding our olive oil. So we want to just add just a little bit of time. So I've got half a cup of extra virgin olive oil here. Please use extra virgin olive oil for this. As it emulsifies, just add just a little bit more. We don't want to do it too long, or else the basil can actually start to burn. So now I'm just going to add some freshly ground pepper. And then just a little bit of salt. Keep in mind we've already got the Parmesan in there, so we don't want it to be salty, but we can always add more later. Give it a go. I'm just going to add just a little tiny bit of lemon juice just to brighten it up. Alright, let's try that out. Just that little bit of lemon juice made it so much better. And there we go, homemade basil, and that took, 3 minutes to do, 5 minutes if you include the toasting of the nuts. So I'm going to make something with this for dinner, but if you wanted to keep for future use, it freezes beautifully, so you can just put it into a Ziploc bag or put it into a freezer container and keep it in the freezer, and you could just put that straight into your sauce, into your hot pasta, and it just melt down perfectly. There we go. And in my next video, I'm going to show you how to use this in a keto pasta that I'm going to try out. So if you like this video, don't forget to give it a good old like. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.